this must be the #1 question that I've been asked whenever we've talked about electric Ferrari. What noise is it going to make? What's it going to sound like? Certainly not like a V12, a V8 or a V6, but we now know. No, not a 458 Speciale at full volume. The noise that Ferrari is attempting to create here is authentic. They're not just going to pipe fake engine noises through the speakers into the cabin. They want to extract the real noise that is happening in the power electronics of this car. So this is the rear axle assembly. This is the inverter right here. And what you'll find is a very high precision accelerometer attached to the case of the inverter. Now the reason for that is in a combustion engine car, sound travels through the air. You can hear it right now, can't you? Ripping through the air. But here the sound travels through the metal. So they need to try and record those vibrations, those sounds, and then amplify them and filter them back to the driver and the passengers. The way that Ferrari describes it is a bit like an electric guitar. So you take those vibrations, the pickups take those vibrations and then amplify them into a much bigger and purer noise. And pure is an interesting word because there are, of course, some unwanted vibrations and noises and whines coming from the powertrain here. So they can filter those out, leaving just the real and authentic tones that are coming out of this electric motor assembly. What's it going to sound like? We don't know yet. I was hoping we were going to have a little clip or a video or something to show you, but we're going to have to wait until next year to find out. It's going to be fascinating. Okay, driving mode. So this is where it gets really, really interesting because Ferrari hasn't gone down the route of Hyundai with the Ioniq 5N and just done a fake, synthesized approximation of a paddle shift gearbox, but they do have something called torque shift engagement, and I'm absolutely fascinated to give it a go. Essentially, the engineers have chosen 5 levels of power and torque. So when you're accelerating and you pull the right-hand paddle, it will increase the amount of power and torque that you have. So if you imagine being flat on the throttle in an EV, normally it's just a singular wall of acceleration, quite bland, quite characterless, makes you feel a bit sick. Here, you pull on the paddle, you're actually getting more performance. So it's shoving you harder in the back as you go up the different steps. And then when you get on the brakes, as you're coming into a corner, you pull the left-hand paddle, then it slows down, increases the amount of regen, and you'll get that kind of sensation of coming back down the gears on a paddle shift gearbox. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. Let's be honest, it's not that different to the way that Ferrari manages the torque between the gears in its combustion engine models. Then in terms of the driving modes, you've got 2 dials on the wheel, the e-Manettino. That has 3 modes: range, tour, and performance. That's how you select between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive and how much performance you have. And then the Manettino, we're familiar with that one, runs all the way from ice for very low grip conditions, all the way up to you're on your own mate, ESC off. In fact, there are 2 systems that are left on in ESC off. You've still got torque vectoring across the front axle, and you've also got the 48 volt active suspension. So you still do have some electronics on your side, but it's going to be a lot of fun trying all this stuff out.